They say every university has its ghosts, but at the University of Toronto, we have something darker, something that doesn't just haunt the halls, it touches you. My name's Thomas. I transferred to U of T in my second year, eager for a fresh start and inspired by the university's rich history. I ended up living in an old dormitory connected to University College, one of the oldest and most iconic buildings on campus. Gothic architecture, high arched ceilings, narrow staircases that creaked no matter how light your steps were. It felt like stepping into another century. My room overlooked a small courtyard behind the college. Ivy crawled up the stone walls, and in the evening, the fading light would cast shadows that danced like ghosts behind the windows. It was beautiful and unsettling. The first time I saw her, I thought I was just overtired. It was past midnight. I'd just come back from the library, walking through the college's east corridor. That hallway. It's long, dim, lit by old fixtures that flicker more than they shine. And halfway through it, I saw her. A woman, dressed in long black robes, almost like mourning clothes from 100 years ago. She stood facing the wall, motionless, her head tilted slightly down. I couldn't see her face, but something about the stillness, it felt wrong. I blinked, just once. She was gone. I told myself I'd imagined it, that it was stress, late nights, a trick of the light, but the next morning, I heard someone else mention her, just in passing. The lady in black, they called her. She usually shows up late, quiet, always staring at the walls. I thought they were joking, until it kept happening. Other students started saying they felt a cold hand graze their shoulder in empty halls, or that they'd hear soft weeping, echoing through the stairwells when no one else was around. One girl on my floor claimed she woke up in the middle of the night unable to breathe, like someone was sitting on her chest. When she opened her eyes, she saw a woman in black standing at the foot of her bed. She left the dorm the next day. At first, I dismissed it all as classic college urban legends, campfire stories for overly caffeinated undergrads, but it started getting harder to ignore, especially after what happened to me. It was about 2 a.m. I was finishing a paper alone in my room when the air suddenly dropped several degrees. I could see my breath. I checked the window, it was shut, no draft, no explanation. Then I felt it, cold, fingers, wrapping around my wrist. I froze. My chair creaked beneath me as I slowly turned my head, but no one was there, just empty space. My skin burned where I'd been touched, like frostbite. The imprint of fingers stayed there for hours, bright red against my arm. That was the night I started digging. I learned that University College was completed in the mid-1800s, a masterpiece of its time. But hidden beneath its elegance are stories, ones the university doesn't include on the campus tours. There was a stonemason, a young man hired during the final phase of construction. He fell in love with a woman. Some say she was a local, others say she worked at the college. Regardless, the love affair ended in tragedy. No one knows why. Some say he caught her with another man. Others believe she threatened to expose secrets he couldn't let out. Whatever the reason, the story ends the same. He killed her. Or worse, he buried her, alive. According to legend, her screams were heard for days, muffled cries behind the very walls students walk past every day. When the building was completed, no one spoke of her again, but late at night, when the halls go quiet, people say she walks, searching, still trapped between stone and sorrow. I tried to stop thinking about her, I really did, but the dreams started, always the same. I'm walking down that east corridor again, and there she is. Not standing this time, moving toward me. Her face, it's pale, hollow, lips bloodless, eyes black like the void behind the stars. I try to run, but my legs feel heavy, like the air is thick with water, and right before she reaches me, I always wake up. But last week, I didn't wake up, I stayed in the dream. She reached out and touched my chest. Her hand was icy, but the pressure was real. I couldn't breathe, I was choking, gasping for air. I thrashed but couldn't move. Then I heard her whisper, so close, so clear it felt like it came from inside me. This is still my home. I woke up screaming. My roommate had shaken me awake. He said I was convulsing, that I'd gone completely pale. He thought I was having a seizure. But the mark on my chest, the imprint of a hand, told a different story. I moved out the next day. Now I avoid University College altogether. I walk the long way around campus, and when I see that east corridor even in daylight, I don't look too long. Because I know she's still in there, watching, waiting. So if you ever visit the University of Toronto and find yourself in University College after dark, don't follow the sound of weeping. Don't stop if you feel someone tug at your sleeve, and whatever you do, don't look too closely at the walls. Because some walls remember and some never forget, especially the ones that were built around a body.